Yo, the news is crazy. The news is crazy. Why are people like this? Why? Why are people like this? The news is sick. That's all I ask myself. Why are people like this? Why? Why do they gotta be like this? Why? Why are people like this? I ask myself this. Why are they like this? Because check this out, right? This is what's crazy, right? Out of all the people who would take, out of all the individuals in the community that you would expect to be strong arming people, out of all the people, you would never expect it to be the police chief. Why? Why would we think that the police chief would be running around strong arming residents? Why would we think that? It wouldn't happen in a big city like New York. You're not running around strong arming residents. Not in New York City. I mean, let's be real. New York City is too big, millions of people, and there's too many cultures and too much activity going on. Too much gang shit going on. So, ain't no police chief or nobody strong arming. Potentially, one or two people, maybe. But, maybe drug dealers, maybe. That's possible. Shakedowns. We've heard of that before. But the police chief in Iowa arrested for strong arming residents for cash? The pandemic is that bad? In Armstrong, Iowa, it's controversy after the mayor, police chief, and the county clerks were arrested. The mayor, bruh. Nah, son, I gotta smoke. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to do it. I gotta take a pull. For the victims of this situation. Reason why? Because, damn. Do you know how much of a dirty game that is? Especially in a pandemic where everything is backed up. People aren't picking up their phones. Businesses are closing. The mayor, the police chief, and a string of county clerks is sticking up residents, strong arming them for money. Wow. Now imagine a situation like this, right? Because I'm visually seeing this, right? If the mayor and the police chief is strong arming residents, right? This was going on, y'all. The mayor and the police chief in Iowa are strong arming residents for money. Armstrong, Iowa, to be exact, right? Like this, hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this, right? This is real shit. This is news that's going on all over the world. It's not just battle rap. I'm trying to hit y'all with everything because there's a lot of stuff going on. So I give y'all content that I read, that I refresh my mind with, so that way I could be on point when I step outside and I'm standing on the ground, 10 toes down, and I'm looking left and right, making sure everything's good. Head on the pivot, foot on the pivot, steady moving, right? Hit that like button. Make sure y'all comment, say what y'all want to say, right? So, the mayor, the police chief, and county clerks were arrested in a scandal that involves stealing money, threatening civilians, and falsifying records. Moreover, the court records show one civilian was assaulted, tasered, and shaken down for cash by one of the defendants. Mayor Greg Bum, Police Chief Craig Miller, City Clerk Tracy Lang, and former City Clerk Connie Thackeray were charged with felony and misdemeanor offenses in a 21-count joint trial information approved by Emmett District County. Charges were filed on February 11th after several years of investigation. So this is even before the pandemic was going on. Just think about how scary this could be, right? New York City's big. I said that. California's big. Texas is big. Imagine being in a very, very small town. Somewhere in the woods, somewhere up in Pennsylvania or something like that. Somewhere in the cut in Michigan. Somewhere in the cut in Mississippi. Imagine one of them little small dirt road towns, little tiny town. Might not even have to be a dirt road. And just imagine a mayor, a police chief, and all the clerks shaking down that town. Now that town might be so backed up on communication, technology, education, and news. That town might be so backed up on those things. How long you think it's going to take for them people to get a grip and actually be able to get somebody to help them, save them in the situation that they're in, being shaken down by the town authorities? You can't run nowhere. We've seen it in movies, even though things were funny. We saw it in what's the joint with my man John Cusack. You know what I mean? Digital Underground, the joint that Pac was in. Come on, do the Humpty Dog. The joint that Pac was in. That movie, classic movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We're gonna take the serial killer out. Driving through a small town, right? You see these people living there, yeah, but this town is tiny. It might be 15, 20, 30 miles to the next town, maybe even longer. And you got a chief and clerks running the town, taking over the town, shaking down the residents. Who gonna help them? How long is it gonna take before they can get help? They said this is going on for several years. This is crazy. This is crazy. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all already know my motto. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. You rock with me, I rock with you. One.